think back to your past volunteer experiences. What do you think are the qualities of a good volunteer position, and what do you think could have been improved?
So it's a good question. I think one of the best qualities of any volunteer experience is one that gives the members a sort of direction and sort of purpose for kind of being a part of the team. As I found, like when I first started volunteering, when I first joined the Halton Youth Initiative, I was honestly just going for volunteer hours. I had no direction, I had no purpose, and I was just trying to get it over with. But when I came and I went to that meeting, and the adult allies and the members of that community kind of got me into it, and they kind of showed me like what it has to offer and the power of volunteering. I kind of got a sense of direction, and that direction allowed me to continue growing as a person and then as a leader, and it kind of gave me the opportunities to advance these things. So I think that one of the most important qualities you can have in a volunteering experience is one that allows its members to grow and to learn and to kind of experience all different parts of volunteering.
Oh, that's a great answer. Yeah, when I first started too, I was looking for the volunteer hours kind of, to be honest. But then once I started getting into it, it was actually really interesting, and I just wanted to continue, which has brought me this far.
Good qualities for a volunteering position is to really give you that hands-on experience to do so. For instance, in the Halton Youth Initiative, I was part of a group that partnered with Silent Voice Canada. So we did a fundraiser for that community and supported them. And prior to that, we actually met regularly with the representative from Silent Voice Canada. So that was really cool. So we learned more about the deaf community, learned some sign language, even went on and visited one of their summer camps so we could just see how all that was facilitated. So we could actually really know more of the impact we are having on the community with our project.
Trying to understand people's experiences and where they come from, and using that to help them in terms of volunteering, like community engagement, help them to better the community.
I can think of Alameda in that way. She came as a volunteer, as a youth volunteer, and she found her passions, and she's trying, now that she got that opportunity to learn and engage with many youth across the region and many professionals. Now she wants to use those skills and what she has to help other people. So she's taking action by, taking the leadership in this program and looking for ways in, she's still in high school, and she's still trying to find ways to include more students, more of her friends in the community. Yes, I think from my personal story, not just working here doing youth engagement, but I'm also an active volunteer, I can tell you that volunteering is what allowed me to get to know my community. Because yes, you can learn about the issues happening local, in a newspaper or in high school or university or college, but it will never be the same if you don't put yourself out there. Volunteering with different organizations that have different backgrounds, different cultures, different needs, and learning from those needs and seeing, okay, how can myself, maybe a young person, a student, how can I use that experience that I have to make an impact? And that's volunteering or community involvement. You just get there because of that empathy we were talking about, wanting to do something, and not just to get new skills, but just because that there's a big need in the community and you just want to be a part of it. So I think a big part of creating a community is getting to know that community, getting to know your own school, your own neighborhood, the things that are happening around you that will make you a more, expert, or how can you say, you'll know more about what's
knowledgeable person.
Yes, you'll know more about what's happening.
Do you guys think there could have been anything that could have been improved in your volunteer positions, especially from the organization side of it?
In terms of improvement, I actually think it would lie more in getting the idea of volunteering out there, because at least right now, when I was in school, especially then, it wasn't really talked about too much other than oh, you need to get this hours, right? And that's kind of what I was going at, right? But once I actually got into the volunteering environment and people got me in there, even after I got past that limit, I was so passionate about doing it that I continued on a lot more. So I think that one of the most important things that could have been improved about the volunteering position was actually just getting people in, getting the idea out there, getting the concept out there?
One thing is participation and getting people to continuously give their best and show up to meetings and to do enough, because I feel like a lot of people can start slacking off after a bit and stop showing to meetings and not really try their best as they would with school. So I think one thing is to keep them like continuously engaged and help them to participate more in the group.
I don't think a lot of people, like a lot of youth who are attending high school, actually know of the wide variety of options they have in volunteering opportunities. Especially my friends, a lot of them have actually asked me about like, where are you volunteering? Because, like, we're trying to do something, we can't find anything. So I feel like they should be more advertised in a way. And yeah, those are really great answers.